Good afternoon. It is day number 8 on the Palmetto Trail. I'm doing the Peach Country Passage now. It starts at a park in the town of Landrum. I must admit I'm getting a little perplexed at the Palmetto Trail Passage map system. As you will recall, if you've been following me, I ended up at the Equestrian Nature Center yesterday for the Blue Wall Passage. And you would think that the Peach Country Passage would just continue on from there. And it looked like on the map that it did, but lo and behold, it does not. You have to backtrack to the town of Landrum, and then this city park is the trailhead for the Peach Country Passage. So I'm not sure why they took us to the Equestrian Center and then have us backtrack. Why didn't we just continue on this way? Oh, so you really have to pay attention to their maps. It's not one fluid, connecting pathway as the Florida Trail was, or other trails that I've done. Anyways, I had a great morning, went to church. If you need a really nice church to go to and you're in the North Carolina, South Carolina border area, try on Seventh-day Adventist Church. Is great. They are so warm and friendly, and they have a thrift store and a food bank. So if you need food or clothing, they got you covered. They even deliver it to people's houses. And there was a potluck, very delicious. So I need to wear that potluck off now. Anyway, yeah, very special church. So it's kind of another town walk, road walk today. So this is interesting. One guy in church today was telling me about the pine plantations that they do for chipping. Because I said I didn't see any pines on my hikes, but here we go, right here. Oh, here's finally a random Palmetto Trail sign. I've been going for 2 miles and the traffic just won't let up. But at least I am in more rural settings now. In yesterday's hike, we learned that God whittled down Gideon's army into 300 men. And Gideon was kind of nervous about this. So God had him go down into the Midianite camp, which are the enemies, and he overheard 2 soldiers talking. One soldier was telling the other about his dream, how a loaf of bread tumbled into their camp and tore down their tent. And so that was an assurance from God for Gideon that God would be with him in his battles. And Gideon, when he got back to his camp, he had a praise and thanksgiving worship time. Ooh, this is pretty. Oh. Ooh, there appears to be a wedding going on there. They are pointing in my direction and I'm gonna have to bomb their photo shoot. They have gorgeous clouds for it anyway. Red Hill Orchard, my first orchard sighting. I'm assuming it's a peach orchard. Well, that's a nice pasture scene. After Gideon had his worship time with God, he said to his men, "Arise, for the Lord has delivered the camp of Midian into your hands." He divided his men into 3 companies and gave each man a trumpet and an empty pitcher and torches to put in the empty pitcher, and then they were to do as he did. "When I blow the trumpet and everyone with me, then you blow your trumpet and say, 'The sword of the Lord and of Gideon.'" Oh. An unexpected sight down this road. So they blew their trumpets and broke their pitchers, and the torches flamed, and they sounded the battle cry. It was impossible for Gideon to overcome 135,000 Midianites, even if he had his 32,000 Israelites in a normal pitched battle. So Gideon used his 300 men to sneak up and shock the enemy with a sound and light show. This fooled the Midianites into thinking that their camp had been overrun by a mighty force. The Lord added to the panic, and the Midianite army evened the odds by attacking itself and then fleeing. Then other Israelites joined Gideon and his band in hot pursuit. This was a classic case of divine human cooperation. There will be more to Gideon's story in our next hike. I am finally on a fairly peaceful road. Oh, the smells that I smell. I'm not minding this stretch of the road at all. Very pretty. That's an impressive place. Do you ever feel like you are puny and don't amount to much? Well, you probably are. But our Lord is a strong and mighty deliverer, and He will help you fight your battles. What is preventing you from giving your life to God? And He will help you through your mountain or valley or desert experiences.